As most of our cases have highlighted, a lot of this comes down to having a good technology policy. The fundamentals of that policy start with download and email use. What is appropriate to download? When is it appropriate to email? And when is it not? There are some things that the computer professionals may think are obvious. There are things that administration and management may think are obvious. Have those in your policy. Password sharing should be absolutely prohibited. You should not be using the same password for any two people or any two machines. And the passwords need to change on a regular basis. Bring your own device, limitations or restrictions. Again, there is a definite trend in 2016 to encourage BYOD. The downside to this is you are opening yourself up to uncontrolled devices on your otherwise controlled network. So you basically open the doors. If someone brings in a laptop that's not a school or business laptop, they bring it in. If that machine is infected, what can it do to your network? Acceptable use of devices. So the devices that you do have, what can they do with them? What can they not? If you don't have a policy saying that it's inappropriate to watch sporting events during the middle of the day, one might say that that's acceptable by implication. Have some guidelines for your organization that let people know what is appropriate. Define, if you can, inappropriate content. Some places it may be pornography. Other places it may be unacceptable for sports, shopping, politics, hate crime. There are a large number of categories, and most filtering systems can take care of this for you. You check a box, and sports sites are gone. You check another box, shopping is gone. They may not be perfect, but they are very effective, and it requires almost no IT time. Unauthorized activities. I hate to say it, but you actually should put that in there, that people cannot do illegal stuff on your environment or into your environment or to your environment. There have been examples in organizations where devices have been brought into the organization and used to hack other organizations. Who's liable for that? Let's not even open that door. Have it in the policy that it's not allowed. Video and other streaming media, as well as games. A lot of these things, such as Netflix or Pandora or Spotify, a lot of these services for video and music consume an inordinate amount of resources. Is that appropriate for your mission of your organization? In many cases, it's not. It's for the entertainment of the person. Access rules by position. Consider whether or not it's appropriate in your organization to have different levels of access. If you have somebody on a shop floor, they may not need anything but one website. If you have someone in a management position, they might need full access. HR may need full access. Consider what is appropriate for your organization. You can base this not only by position, sometimes by device, or even by time. Maybe it's not appropriate for music streaming services from 7:30 to 3:30, but after school, it's okay. Protected private and copyright information. You really need to explicitly state that people cannot violate the rights of others with intellectual property. You need to make sure they're aware of this so that they are not unintentionally doing it. And any other organizational rules such as HIPAA, PCI, or other regulatory requirements, make sure those are in the policy. And after you've got this policy, make sure it is distributed and implement some kind of digital citizenship training. Cybersecurity awareness is critical at all levels. Management needs to know. Teachers at the schools, students at the schools, everybody needs to be aware of what your policy is. It needs to be distributed and it needs to be updated on a regular basis. What is true today may need to be very much adapted in even as short of a year from now as times change.